r/AMA by Redmond Dietis. I work in a mine underground. Started when I was 19 and now I'm almost 30. Ask me anything. What's the strangest thing you found in the underground? Like I said in another post, it's not Minecraft. It's pretty straightforward down there. There's just a lot of rock and a lot of ore. But there are some very interesting and strange miners. There is this one old guy and I showed up and he was going to have his lunch, and when he opened up his pail he took out a plastic alligator and crocodile and played with them for 15 minutes before eating. It doesn't inspire much confidence in my co-workers. What made you pick this profession? My specialty is blasting. I get paid to blow stuff up. Need I say more? Where are you from? What do you mine? Canada. We mine for copper, zinc and silver. How much do you earn in a year? How are the working conditions? 105 to 150 grand depending on the bonus. It's very hot, dirty and dark of course. The miner is the most squishy thing underground. There are sometimes bad gases and seismic events. Is the money you make worth the risk and effort? Sometimes. The schedule is decent as well. 7 10.5 hour shifts in a row and then 7 days off. That's pretty cool. What's something in your job that you've always wondered about? If any product I own contains metal that I mined. How dangerous would you say is it? Hard to say. Everyone has their own comfort levels. Things can happen very quickly and you don't stand much of a chance. But Canadian mining is some of the safest. What do you love most about your work? The time off lol. I guess I'm also a valuable asset, so that gives me some leverage and a skill that will carry me through my life. Seen anything really cool down in the mine? Lol, it's not Minecraft. It is probably cool for people who don't do it every day, but we don't come across any caves or voids, and if there is something we usually know about it and avoid it. Haha, that's kind of why I was asking. I figured it's just the same old, but you never know. They hit a water pocket that was sealed for 1,000,000 years. NASA came to check it out and test for ancient life. How deep is the mine? Are you ever afraid of it collapsing and trapping you in? Also, is it really dark or do you have a light set up? We're a little past 10,000 feet. The thought of a cave-in is always at the back of your mind. Especially in spots where the ground is moving. You hear a little pops and snaps of the ground shifting and you have to hope that the ground support holds. No light makes it down there, so obviously we need to have lights. Our hard hats have lights attached to them. Also in some areas we have nice bright lights set up. Wow, 11 years under the ground. Have you acquired goblin-like features? I have 60-foot dark vision. Any long-term health effects? Probably. It's loud, it's dusty, the air is full of diesel fumes. The list goes on. The company will try and make sure it's as safe as possible because they don't want to get sued. So for non-pressurized airplanes above 10,000 feet you can usually experience some effect from the thin air, both on the machine and on the body due to less oxygen. Is there some inverse effect on machine or human body from staying 10,000 feet underground? When going down there is more pressure. If you have anything sealed it is hard to open. For example, opening my lunch pail that has a water seal around it. It will compress and be a bitch to open. If you have a head cold then your body has a hard time regulating the pressure in your head. I've seen guys collapse because the pressure won't release. If you have issues with your ears popping while driving this kind of that much worse. In ppm the oxygen levels are the same. Concentration doesn't change. In the same amount of volume, yes there would be more oxygen. Ex-miner here. What are your mine sites like in terms of accommodation and facilities? My mine is only 30 kilometers from a town, so it's not a camp job. Home every night. What's your biggest oh crap experience? How long do you plan to be a miner for? I was walking towards the ramp and a scoop came driving on. He couldn't see me at all. I tried waving my light over all the walls but he didn't notice. I had to run until I heard him jam on the brakes. I don't know how long I'll keep it up. Do you feel different in breathing on ground after working in the mine for longer periods? Yeah, after a few days off I can breathe better, and my coughing gets less frequent. What's the longest period you've spent underground? Or, alternatively, what's the longest period of time you've gone without seeing the sun? I've been stuck for an extra 4 hours, so about a total of 13 hours. In northern Canada there isn't much sun in the winter, so during my day shift of 7 days I don't see any sun. Is it cold? At the bottom it's very hot. 28-35 Celsius and typically 80% relative humidity. In parts of the upper mine it's cool. We have a big section that during winter we spray water into more, a giant ice block that we draw all the air through to try and keep it colder down below. That's all folks. Thank you for watching. If you like videos like this one, why not like and subscribe for more? Have a nice evening.